ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमां विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्ता स्वामिन् इति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवाद शतारिणे वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. So today we are discussing the 11th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, a very important chapter. It's named the Universal Form. So the Supreme Lord in this, he shows his universal form, Virat Rup. To chapter, Krishna tells his opulences. What are his opulences? Now then somebody may say, okay, you are saying you have all these opulences, but what is the proof? So here Krishna is showing how all those opulences are there in Krishna. Uh, so Arjuna requests uh, Krishna that he has mentioned how he is the Supreme Lord and everything. So he requests him to actually show his universal form so that everyone in the world will be benefited. So in this chapter, we are going to see how after the request of Arjuna, Krishna reveals his universe. And then when he shows uh, Arjuna, actually normally everyone cannot see that. Krishna gives him divine vision to see it. Otherwise, that form could not be seen by any ordinary people. So then when Arjuna sees that form, uh, it is having unlimited expansions. Okay, where Krishna had shown many mouths, many hands, unlimited legs, so many uh, different demigods. So everything, the sun, moon, so many things Krishna shows in that Virat Rup. So upon seeing that Arjuna, his hair stand on end and is glorifying Krishna. Uh, so then Krishna also shows how, according to his plan, all the soldiers will be slain. He was seeing how in in the mouth of Krishna, many soldiers were rushing into the Krishna's many mouths. Means they were being killed. So then Arjuna requests Krishna to explain this form. Then Krishna tells that actually, according to his plan, all the soldiers are slain. Only Arjuna should become Krishna's instrument to fight, and Krishna will take care of everything. So then Arjuna requests Krishna to forgive him for the dealings in the past. He's an ordinary person, or he thought him to be his friend. But here Arjuna understood how he's not an ordinary person, he's a supreme lord. And then he requested Krishna to show his normal form. So Krishna then assumes his four-handed form, and then he finally shows the two-arm form, finally pleasing Arjuna. And then Krishna finally he tells that only by devotional service can someone understand him. Otherwise, nobody can understand him uh, without bhakti. Only if somebody has bhakti, only through the process of bhakti, can someone understand him. So now we will discuss few of the important verses. Arjuna Vacha Madanugrahaya Paramam Guhyam Adhyatma Samnitam Yattak Tvakyoktam Vachastena Mohoyam Vigato Mama. By my hearing the instructions, you have kindly given me about these most confidential spiritual subjects, and my illusion now has been dispelled. So, from 7th chapter onwards, Krishna has been explaining his opulences, his glories. So, unless we hear the glories of the Lord, how the Lord is so great, how everything is coming from Him, then only we will be able to come out of the illusion and develop attraction towards the Supreme Lord. uh. So that's why hearing the glories of the Lord is very, very vital. Then he is telling, Bhavapeyo hi bhutanam shruto vistara somaya tvatta kamala patraksha mahatmyam api chavim. O lotus-eyed one, I have heard from you in detail about the appearance and disappearance of every living entity, and I have realized your inexhaustible glories. So now he is requesting him, O Supreme Form, though I see you here before me in your actual position as you have described yourself, I wish to see how you have entered into the cosmic manifestation. I want to see that form of yours. So he wants Krishna to show the universal form uh, wherein he shows all the uh, creation, how this creation happens, how the various living entities are created, destroyed, all those things. So then he requests, if I am able to behold your cosmic form, all mystic power, then kindly show me that unlimited universal self. Because Arjuna understood, maybe I am not qualified or directly to see that form. So please bestow me the necessary no, mercy by which I will be able to see that form. So actually, even Krishna doesn't reveal himself so easily. Only when he is pleased by someone, he reveals his form. So, with our material eyes, we can actually not see Krishna. Only when Krishna blesses with love for him, then we'll be able to have his darshan. So then Lord Krishna is telling, Shri Bhagavan Vacha Pashyame Bharta Rupani Satasovata Sahasrasa Nana Vidani Divyani Nana Varna Kritini Cha. My dear Arjuna, son of Pritha, see now my opulences, hundreds of thousands of very divine and multicolored forms. So, because Arjuna requested, and especially because he is his dear devotee, that's why Krishna is revealing his form. Otherwise, ordinarily, uh, ordinary man cannot see. So, Krishna must give the power to see. So, many times people say, I want to see Krishna. So in the DT form we can see the actual form of Krishna, which is in the spiritual world, the Satchidananda form. We will not be able to see. Krishna will not give his darshan directly unless we develop unwanted love for him, pure love for him. So there is this verse, Premanjana Churita Bhakti Vilochanena Santa Sadaiva Hridayeshu Gram Shama Sundaram Achintyam Gunaswarupam Govindamari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. So unless our eyes are anointed with love for Krishna, we will not be able to see him. The pure devotees actually can see him everywhere, in their heart, internally and externally, everywhere, because they are having their eyes are anointed with love for Krishna. Hmm? Then Krishna starts showing all the various demigods. Huh? Behold the many wonderful things which no one has ever seen or heard of. So now, uh, actually, in that form, Krishna shows everything moving, non-moving. Uh, so now many in the Kali Yuga, we see that so many people, they claim, they sometimes even say I am Kalki Avatar, or they say I am God. So we cannot blindly accept anyone as God unless somebody proves that they are God. If they say they are God, they have to prove. Now Srila Prabhupada used to say, if you say that you are God, show your universal form. Just like uh, Arjuna was shown, like Krishna showed to Arjuna. So all these so-called gods should show their universal form. Then only we can accept them. Anybody, any Tom, Dick, and Harry on the road, we cannot accept them as Supreme Lord. And the scriptures also mention which are all the incarnations, and when they will appear, and who are their parents. Lot of details are given about all the incarnations. So we cannot blindly accept. And also, the Supreme Lord never becomes old. So many so-called gods, they have white hair, they have no, their teeth are gone, or they get deceased. Uh, so how can we accept them as God? We cannot. Krishna never became old. Although on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, he was 125 years old, Krishna appeared as if he's a 16-year-old boy. So that is a difference between Krishna and so-called gods who claim to be gods. Even when Krishna appeared, that time also there was Pondarak. He mentioned that I am God. I am actually Krishna. I am the supreme. I am the supreme, and everybody should worship me. So Krishna killed him. So that also gave a false, what do you call this, Shankha Chakra, no, all these things, as if he's the supreme. So many people in Kali Yuga, to cheat the innocent public, they do all kind of things like this. So we cannot blindly accept them. Also, there are certain signs which are on the lotus feet of the Lord, like thunder, lotus flower, uh, umbrella, triangle. Each of these signs represent some things. So all those auspicious signs should also be there on the lotus feet. Uh, Ordinary person, it will be only some scratches and some dust will be there. That's all. So how can we accept ordinary person as a supreme, right? So the cheaters, in order to control and enjoy the innocent public, they are doing all these things. So we cannot accept them. Also, Krishna did so many wonderful activities. If you see, uh, he lifted the Govardhan hill. So can anyone, no, lift the Govardhan hill? They can't lift even 100 kgs for some time. And at the same time, Krishna danced on Kalia. Normally, people are afraid of small snakes. What to speak of such huge snake? Kalia had thousands of hoods, uh, so dangerous. So not only Krishna subdued it by dancing on Kalia so expertly. He is Natwar. So many things. When Krishna was a small child, just such a dangerous demoness. So like that, Krishna showed how he is the supreme. So uh, yeah, so we should actually help people who are innocent not to get distracted, like how we see in the society. So many people are getting distracted. Okay, so then after this, Krishna tells Arjuna actually sees how there are so many soldiers. 1 minute, I'll show that verse. So after seeing this whole universal form, Arjuna is stunned, and his hair on end. So because that form is like that everywhere, covering the whole sky, there is no limit to that form. So Arjuna in that form, he also saw how uh, all the soldiers, they started entering the mouth of this universal form. uh. So, and Arjuna requested to remove that glaring effulgence of the universal form. So 1 minute, yeah. Yeah. So all the demigods were also, they were fearful seeing this great form of Krishna. So Arjuna got bewildered. So in this verse 26th and 27th, Ami cha tvam dhritarashtrasya putra sarve sahaivaavani phalasangai Bhishmo drona sutah putras tatasau sahasmadhyer api yodamukyai vaktrani te tvaramana vishanti damstra karalani bhayanakani kechid vilagna dashantarayeshu santrashate churnitair uttamangai. All the sons of Dhritarashtra, along with their allied kings, and Bhishma, Drona, Karna, and our chief soldiers also, are rushing into your fearful mouths, and some I see trapped with heads smashed between you. Ghastly scene, no? No, all entering their mouth, and Krishna is uh, what you call smashing them. So, you know, as many waves of the rivers flow into the ocean, so do all these great warriors enter into your blazing mouth. Just like moths dash into destruction in a blazing fire, all these people are rushing at full speed in your mouth. So, please tell me who you are. Krishna is, Arjuna is requesting, and what is your mission. So, here Krishna is telling, very important. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Kalosmi Lokakshayakrit Pravriddho Lokan Samahartum Iha Pravritta Ritepi Bhavishyanti Sarve Evastita Pratyanikeshu Yodha. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, Time I am the destroyer of the worlds, and I have come here to destroy all people, with the exception of you, the Pandavas. All the soldiers here on both sides will be slain. So Krishna is time. Parasya Shaktir Vivdaya. He has many energies. So he is also manifest in the form of time. So if somebody doesn't surrender to Krishna, to God, then God comes in the form of time and destroys everyone. So we see in this world, people don't surrender to God. They think I am independent. So finally what happens? Krishna comes as death, and they have to surrender in the form uh, to the form of death, right? They die. So it is better that we surrender to than suffer. Hmm? Because if you surrender to Krishna, there will be no more cycle of birth and death. We will get liberated from this no, illusory miserable material world. So every one of us has the option either to surrender to Krishna or not surrender. That freedom Krishna has given. So now there is an important verse. So we all have the free will. Krishna never uh, controls like a dictator. He gives that freedom to the people, to the living entities. So the only thing is we have to use that free will properly uh, in his service. So if you use that free will properly, then we will be happy. But if you misuse that free will, then we have to suffer. Tasmat tvamutishta yasho labhasva jitrunbhungshwarajyam samriddham mayevaite nihata purvameva nimittamatram bhava savyasachi. Very important verse. Therefore, get up, prepare to fight and win glory, conquer your enemies, and enjoy a flourishing kingdom. They are already put to death by my arrangement, and you, your Sabyasachi, can be but an instrument in the fight. Nimitra matram bhava Sabyasachi. So become an instrument in the hands of Krishna. So Arjuna was not willing to fight, but then eventually, uh, eventually he agreed to fight uh, after hearing the Bhagavad Gita. So Krishna is telling, I already put all the soldiers to death by my arrangement. So Arjuna has to just become instrument. Actually, Savyasachi means one who is very expert in archery with both hands. Uh, So, so becoming an instrument of Krishna means what? Actually, Krishna wants actually people to become instrument in his hands. So just like a postman passes the message, whatever he receives, to the people as it is, right? So if the postman is not greedy and transparent, then he will continue in the job. Otherwise, if he steals, then he will be right. Same way, if someone is willing to become transparent via media of Krishna, Krishna is willing to empower that person, and Krishna acts through that person, or Krishna's empowerment can pass through that person. Actually, that is the parampara. Parampara is the transparent via medium where the devotees want to become transparent via medium of the message of the Lord. So as we discussed about parampara, the Guru Shishya parampara. So when someone wants to become instrument of Lord, they share the message of Lord on behalf of Lord, without looking for anything in return, without any ulterior motives. So when Krishna sees that someone is very transparent, then Krishna will fully manifest his mercy through that person. Like Srila Prabhupada is one such pure devotee who is totally transparent to the Supreme Lord and the Parampara. Because he is so pure at heart, Krishna fully manifested through him in this world. In the sense, his empowerment, his mercy flowed through him. So just like in a wire, like if the wire has lot of resistance, then the current from the powerhouse will not flow fully, right? But if the wire is not having any resistance, if it is completely transparent, then all the current from the powerhouse will flow, right? So same way, a pure devotee is having no resistance, no impurities in the heart, only serving the Lord without any ulterior motives, just to please Him. So, because of that, then Krishna fully manifests through that person. Krishna can empower him beyond his limits. So that's what Prabhupada at the age of 70, how can such a old man, that too in the Western countries where people don't know anything about Krishna, how can he transform such people? How can he build so many temples all over the world in a matter of 10 years? How many thousands and millions of people got transformed? So that is because Krishna is using him as instrument. Huh? And Krishna wants us also to become his instruments. He wants so many instruments, right? Just like postman, there cannot be. How much can one postman do? We need so many postmen to deliver the things. Same way, Krishna wants thousands of postmen, uh, instruments in his hands. So we all also have the opportunity to become messengers of the Lord, but we have to become pure. We have to represent Krishna properly. Then only He will make us as His instruments. To the degree we are willing to surrender to Him and uh, we are willing to share this message, to the degree we want to, we have a pure heart without ulterior motives, then Krishna will use all of us also. So, to become a transparent via media, we have to purify our heart. We have to regularly chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So we have to keep on chanting so that we get purified. Hmm? Because somebody may say, "Oh, I want to become instrument," but suppose they are not pure, what will happen is that actually uh, they will use that use the people or the resources for their own enjoyment, uh, like the false incarnations in this Kali Yuga. They claim themselves to be God or sometimes even as God messengers, but they are not transparent. So because they are not transparent, they will not be empowered. uh, so that's why it is very important to purify our heart. Then Arjuna glorifies Krishna, how he is the original master, refuge of the universe. He is the cause of all causes. He took Krishna as his friend, sometimes keeping his hands on his shoulder, treating him as his friend. And now Krishna became even his driver, taking such a menial position. But after seeing this universal form, he requests Krishna, please show his normal form. So then Krishna shows his four-armed Narayan form first, and then he shows uh, the two-armed form. So Krishna says that Arjuna was the first person to him whom he showed the universal form. So actually the two-armed form of Krishna is most attractive form. Venum Kvanantam Aravinda Dalaya Taksham Bharhavatam Asitamunda Sundarangam Kandharpa Koti Kamaniya Vishesha Shobham Govindamadi Purusham Bhajami. So Krishna is playing on his flute, very sweet. It attracts the whole world, all the uh, living entities, not only human beings, even the animals, birds, everyone is attracted by the flute sound of Krishna. And he's bluish, his most beautiful personality is supremely effulgent. He has lotus like eyes. uh, So there are many descriptions given about the beautiful form of Krishna. Krishna himself, the word Krishna itself means is all attractive. Uh, he attracts everyone. So that is a speciality of Krishna. And he never becomes old. His body is Satchitananda, eternal, full of knowledge, full of bliss. So then uh, Krishna he tells how how he reveals himself. So in the 54th verse, he's saying, Bhaktva ananya sakya ahameva vido arjuna gnatum drashtum cha tattvena praveshtum cha paranthapa. Yeah, if you have questions, you can start posting in the chat. My dear Arjuna, only by undivided devotional service can I be understood as I am, standing before you, and can thus be seen directly. Only in this way can you enter into the mysteries of my understanding. So, only by undivided devotional service can you understand. So, only by bhakti you can understand Krishna, not by jnana, by Ashtanga yoga, uh, or all other forms of yoga. Because in Kali Yuga especially, it is difficult, as we discussed previously. In the other processes of yoga, like Ashtanga yoga, it is difficult. We cannot practice now in the Kali Yuga because one has to go to forest, one has to you know, leave his family, and he has to practice this for thousands of years. So in Kali Yuga, such things are not possible. So that's why Krishna is recommending this process of this is a process which we can perform very easily in Kali Yuga. Even a small child, he can sing Hare, he can chant Hare Krishna, he can participate in the kirtan, right? So in that way, anyone can perform Bhakti Yoga. So other processes like performing some yajna, uh, the previous yuga, there were qualified uh, people, qualified brahmanas. So they can do that. Uh, but we will not be able to do it. They are not, there are no qualified brahmanas. In the past, when they used to perform yajnas, just by chanting of some mantras, they could produce fire. That was a power of those brahmanas. So why not accept this simple process given by Krishna, uh, wherein we can chant Hare Krishna, we can take prasad, we can see his beautiful form. Then Krishna is telling, Paramo madbhakta sangha varjita nirvairair sarvabhuteshu yah samam eti pandava. My dear Arjuna, he who engages in my pure devotional service, free from the contaminations of fruitive activities and mental speculation, he who works for me, who makes me the supreme goal of his life, and who is friendly to every living being, he certainly comes to me. So, who can come to Krishna? Who can go to the spiritual world? Who engages in pure devotional service, free from all fruitive activities, uh, contaminations of fruitive activities, and who works for him, and who makes him the supreme goal of his life. We have so many other goals. We can have those goals, but even those goals should be um, done as a service to the Lord, or the results of that goals to the Lord. Uh, and one should be friendly to every living being, every, not to some. Like Yudhishthir Maharaj, he is known as Ajata Shatru. He never had any enemies. Even though others tried to kill or do all kinds of wrong things against him and the Pandavas, but he was never wishing bad. He was always a well wisher. uh, Even if they were in trouble, he used to help. Like once Duryodhan came to the forest to see the condition of Pandavas and laugh, thinking that they are in poor condition and suffering. So when he comes to the forest, at one river, there was one Gandharva stopped him from entering that. So there was a fight, and then Duryodhan was defeated. He uh, When he was caught, the news comes to Yudhishthir. So Bhima was very happy that Duryodhana was caught. But Yudhishthir says, no, Bhima, we should go and help. Then Bhima says, why we should help? They gave us so much trouble. But then Yudhishthir says, no, no. When it comes to other people, we are one not five. We are all brothers. So we should never discriminate. We should not see that we are five, they are 100. They are also our brothers. So Yudhishthir was a well-wisher. He was broad-minded and he forgave all the mistakes of Duryodhan and he requested Bhima to go and help. And then Bhima went and helped. hmm, Helped Yudhishthir Maharaj. Sorry, Duryodhan. And Bhima and Arjuna fought and released Ajata Shatru. Actually, generally we have tendency of tit for tat. Somebody does something against us, we also want to take revenge, some or other. When we get opportunity, immediately we grab it. We want to show how we are superior. But the great devotees, they are always well wishers. They never harm others, unless uh, even after repeated requests like Kauravas, they did not change. So then finally, Krishna killed them to establish dharma. So, but in general, even Yudhishthira Maharaj, even after the war, he was feeling bad that because of him, so many got killed. So that is the nature of devotees. They never want to harm others. Even Arjuna in the beginning, right? So this is the essence of this chapter. So basically, Krishna was requested by Arjuna to show his universal form, where he will show all the opulences which he spoke in the previous chapters. And Krishna reveals, he gives that divine vision to Arjuna to see that. And then Arjuna sees that huge form covering the whole sky with unlimited mouths, hands everywhere. And he sees how the soldiers were destroyed. So Krishna tells how actually already all the soldiers are killed by him. In the sense he has to just become instrument. Krishna will take care of everything. And that's what we see also in the war. Actually Krishna keeps on guiding him so many ways, uh, by which actually Arjuna in so many situations. So, and then finally Krishna tells that only by serving him through devotional service, bhakti yoga, can one achieve him. Okay. So now we will chant for a few minutes and then take the questions. Okay. So this is how we actually perform bhakti, by chanting Hare Krishna. Uh, that is how we become instrument. Also, one more thing I forgot is how uh, Arjuna was requested by Krishna to become instrument. So who will become instrument? Only those who are pure at heart. They will be empowered by the Lord. Okay, now we'll chant. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivas Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Thank you. So, if somebody has some questions, they can ask.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
We have some questions, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Chat. Aditi, madam, she is asking, Namaskaram. If Krishna is the supreme source of inspiration, creation, and all other avatara, Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva, and the
Mm.
demigods have come from him,
Mm.
then why only episodes from Krishna Avataram of the Dashavataram is highlighted and discussed?
Because Krishna is the supreme, he is the source of everything. In the Brahma Samhita also, Brahma himself says, Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachidananda Vigraha Anadir Adir Govinda Sarvakarana Karanam. He is the cause of all the incarnations. He is the source of everything. He is the Anadi. He is the Adi Purusha. Uh, From him, all the other incarnations come. In Srimad Bhagavatam also it is mentioned by Vyasadeva. Ete chamsa kalapumsha krishnastu bhagavan swayam indrari vyakulam lokam mrigayanti yuge yuge. He is the source of all incarnations. From Krishna comes all the other incarnations. Okay, so that's why uh, uh, the focus is on Lord Krishna. But it's not worship other avatars of Lord Krishna, like Lord Ram, Narasimha, Vamana. All these incarnations also can be worshipped. There is nothing wrong in serving the other incarnations. Okay, so in the Brahma Samhita there is another verse which mentions he is like the original candle. Suppose you lit so many candles, but the original candle remains original, right? So Krishna is that beginning. He is the Adi. He is the Adi Purusha. Okay. Next.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. We have Usha ma'am is raising a
Yeah.
hand. I'll unmute her.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna, madam. Yes, you can ask question.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
I have this question. You mentioned that Arjuna could only view that Vishwarupa only because he was a pure devotee of Krishna, right?
Krishna gave him that vision.
Right.
Krishna
So
blessed
how
him.
come? Right. So he blessed Arjuna with that.
Yeah.
What was the coincidence that Sanjaya could also view?
Yeah. He is also
Wasn't he narrating?
he
Wasn't he
is
narrating to
he
Dhritarashtra?
he is blessed by his Guru Vyasadeva to see, because he got the blessings of his Guru Vyasadeva. That's why he is
Okay.
able to see everything on the battlefield, including the universal form. So he is also a devotee. and he is blessed by Vyasadeva
Okay.
because he is not an ordinary person. Sanjaya also, he is also a devotee. So Vyasadeva is empowered incarnation of Lord only. So because he pleased Vyasadeva, Sanjaya, that's why he is also able to see. Actually, later
Um,
on, when Krishna goes as peace messenger, there also he shows when this he wants to catch him, or Duryodhan, but not
okay.
such a form, but a smaller, what you call Virat Roop only. But there, actually, others, even Duryodhan, everybody is able to see. But
Correct.
Duryodhan, he thinks that this is some magic of
That
Krishna.
Krishna.
He
Okay.
He doesn't accept him as supreme, even though Krishna.
Okay. So in that case, so
So
Sanjay gets to
ultimately, it is mercy of the Lord. If he
yeah.
wants, he can show to everyone. Yeah,
And in the whole Mahabharata, it is only Arjuna, the rest of Kaurava people in Kaurava Sabha, and Sanjaya who get to see the opulence, the magnanimity of Krishna's Virat Rupam. And
yeah. If you study Bhagavad Gita, you will also can see
that,
by hearing.
that's a lifetime challenge.
No, no. By hearing, it is same as seeing only. That's what Bhagavad Gita. When you read or hear, it is not different from hearing from Krishna. So
Okay.
hearing in uh, the spiritual circles, in the sense hearing about the Lord is same as seeing. In the sense, when you hear about the Lord, it is same as seeing. In the sense, generally, even when you hear about someone, you can even
Hmm.
picturize that person in your heart.
Right.
So, so hearing about the Lord is not different from seeing. You get the same benefit. Okay.
So why one more question additional to it. So when he can
Hmm.
show that to Drona and the person like Dhritarashtra as well, why not Yudhishthira and the other four Pandavas?
Yeah, you can show. Actually, it's not. See, seeing the universal form is not something special. In the sense,
Okay.
Krishna is the supreme. So
Hmm.
so many people already saw Krishna. He is the supreme, no?
So it's not seeing
So
that is important, believing that is important is what you say,
yeah,
Prabhuji?
yeah. In the sense, having faith in Krishna's supremacy is important. Who saw it? Who didn't see? That is not so vital. Not every devotee saw it. But the point is,
Okay.
so many already saw so many activities of Krishna, but everybody did not have faith. So the most important thing is having faith in Krishna's supremacy is greatness,
All right.
not just seeing. Because Duryodhan saw
Yes.
Krishna, so many demons they saw Krishna's amazing activities, but still they
Right.
did not surrender to him. So the important point is not only to see the universal form or any other form, but whether we have faith in Lord and whether we are trying to follow His instructions or not. That is most important. Okay. Next, Sai. Any other questions?
Krishna Prabhuji.
Hmm.
From chat, we have a question.
Hmm.
Vedarthan Ramesh, sir, he's asking a question.
Hmm.
Arjuna not interested in fight because he is fearful of fight, or because of moha after seeing his own people in the battlefield? This is the
Yeah.
first question.
Okay. One by one.
Yes.
So he's not afraid of fighting because previously also he defeated the Kauravas in the Virata Parva. After that, he was very powerful, so he can fight, but he is taking the role of a conditioned soul, is falling into that illusion that this so uh, so he's taking the role of a conditioned soul, but Krishna wants him to fight to establish dharma, because the Kauravas, even after repeated requests, they are not willing to give the kingdom. Even 5 villages they are not willing to give to Pandavas. So because Pandavas are Kshatriyas, they are meant to rule. So they said at least give 5 villages. So Arjuna is playing the role of a conditioned soul there. Okay, next. What is the question?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Next question. What is the meaning of Janardhan?
Exactly, I don't remember, but Jana Ardhan, I'm not totally sure.
Yes.
Maybe I can find out
From,
and tell. Next.
yes, Prabhuji. From Chintamani Sahani sir, he has raised a question. I'll unmute it.
Yeah,
Hare Krishna.
Chintamani
You can
Sahani.
ask. You can ask questions,
Yeah.
sir. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Sahani, sir. Hare Krishna. Yeah, please
Just
ask.
want to yeah,
It's
I'm
not.
asking. Are you able to hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So the question is why Krishna wanted Arjuna to be an instrument to fight the war. When Krishna know that there is enough papa has been done by Kaurava, so he would have not directly fought with them. So why he did not do and use Krishna as an instrument?
Yeah.
Is
Good.
that the reason why
Yes, yes.
now people
Yes,
don't
yes.
have faith on Krishna and they go with what they see and what they perceive, and they don't see the universal form or absolute truth?
One question, one by one. Now, first is we'll go with the first question. Why Krishna wanted Arjuna to become instrument? See, Krishna doesn't want to take credit. Just by desire of Krishna, the Kauravas can be destroyed. So, but Krishna wants to give credit to his devotees. That is the nature of Krishna. In this world, everybody wants to take credit for themselves. But Krishna is actually, no, he is completely selfless, and he wants to glorify his devotees. So many times you see such thing happening throughout. So many times I protects Arjuna and gives credit. If you see, all the major people killed are because of guidance of Krishna, right? And he protected Arjuna so many times. So even after the war, there is another incident where Yudhishthir laments for killing so many people, and there Krishna tells him, but how he should not lament. But still, Yudhishthir is not able to overcome lamentation. Then Krishna takes him to Bhishma, and from Bhishma, Yudhishthir Maharaj hears, and he overcomes his lamentation. So there, Krishna, it is mentioned, Krishna wants to give credit to Bhishma. So Krishna uses his devotees as an instrument, not because he cannot do, but he wants to give credit. Even in the Samudra Manthan, milk ocean, when the poison comes, Krishna could have taken it, but he tells the demigods to go to Lord Shiva, and Lord Shiva is glorified as Neelakanta. He drinks the poison, right? So Krishna is eager to glorify his devotees. Hmm. Okay. Yeah. What is the next question? Yeah, so it's not clear. Can you, Hare Krishna? It is not clear. We are not able to hear.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. We have a question in chat.
Yeah.
Preeti Mataji, she is asking,
Yeah.
Namaskar Guruji. Similarly, even Yashoda Mata also could see the Virat Rupa.
Virat Roop, no, but she saw that universes in the mouth of Krishna when he ate that mitti. So that time we know she told Krishna to open his mouth. That time she saw the different universes, and you know, so that's what Krishna showed, all the various universes. Okay, next, any other question?
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Yeah.
Next question, Uma Mageshwari, she is asking, Sir, what was the need to kill so many crores of people in the Kurukshetra when the adharma could be handled in many other ways too?
Okay, see, first of all, Krishna gathers together all the people who have bad karma, who are supposed to be killed. So he arranged in such a way that those people who are sinful, who have such karma, who are supposed to be killed, they all come on the battlefield. And there they were all killed according to their karma. And yeah, he could have established dharma in other ways, but anyway, these people had that karma. So that's why they are supposed to be killed. So he gathered all of them here. Okay. Anyway, they are all spirit souls, they are eternal. The point is, people are killed or not. Ultimately, everyone will die. But how they die depends on their karma. Huh? So, and another thing is, it's not that Pandavas or Krishna did not try. They kept on trying. From childhood, they have been, tolerating the, you know, uh, they have been tolerating all the this thing. What you call all the uh, what you call problems given by them. So finally, because they are not willing to give even 5 villages, that's why. Okay. Okay, here the word Janardana, one devotee is giving the meaning. Jana is people and Ardhana is worshipped. So one who is worshipped by people is Janardana. Thank you. Any other questions?
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Yeah.
Till now, no questions are there, Prabhu.
Okay. So I think that's it for the day. So all of you, please keep chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So this is how simplified, and that is how you can very quickly uh, get the mercy of the Lord, especially in this Purushottam Mass. You can make very quick advancement. So how many of you are regularly started chanting Hare Krishna? At least 5-10 minutes. Anyone? You can tell in the chat if you have started. The
Hare
chat,
Krishna Prabhu.
the chat you can say.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. We
Yeah.
have one question, Prabhu, in chat.
Okay. Okay.
Ramya Vanagari, she is asking, Hare
Yeah.
Krishna Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Hare
After
Krishna.
killing all the people in the battlefield, will they reach spiritual position?
Yeah, actually, uh, especially in the war, those who killed by the arrows of Arjuna, and while dying, they saw the beautiful form of Krishna. It is mentioned they all got liberated. So, not everyone, because not everyone got killed by Arjuna and saw Krishna. Only those particular people got. Other people, it is mentioned, those who die in the battlefield, generally they go to heavens. So, some of you have started. How many of you have started chanting regularly? Maybe 5 minutes. So, if you have not started, please try to start. Okay, some of you have started. It is nice, but we request more people to start this, because hearing the philosophy is important, but practicing the philosophy is more important. So suppose if I give you medicine, how the medicine will work? Just by seeing the medicine or hearing the medicine? That will not work unless you start taking the medicine. So the medicine to overcome the impurities in the heart, to develop love for the Supreme Lord Krishna, is by chanting. So you have to start applying what you heard. If I give you gulab jamun, unless you eat it, you will not understand the taste. Same way, unless you start chanting and applying this philosophy, you will not make much, you will not get much information, not much help. So, as such, there is theory, there is practicals. So, hearing also helps us to purify, it's not like that, but chanting is like direct practical application of what we heard. Okay, so we request all of you, those who are regularly attending and taking advantage of this classes, it's very nice to see, but we also request that you regularly chant. Okay, so some of you have started, it's very nice to see. Thank you. Any other people want to start from today? You can chant any time of the day, morning, evening, uh, but sit at one place, close your eyes, no, speak it out and hear the name. Okay. Any other questions?
There is no questions in any chat, and
Okay,
there
fine.
is any.
Anybody has, you can raise the hand. Otherwise, then we'll end the class for today. How many, any other people also want to start chanting from today? So we have Neeraj Kumar who is chanting. So we have Uma who is chanting. We have Dr. K. Preeti started chanting. Okay, nice. There are a few others who are already chanting from previously. I know them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, Prajit. Here,
Okay.
some are chanting, Prajit. Kimberly
Kimberly.
Enhart
Yeah. Yeah, she is
is
also
chanting.
chanting. Okay.
Shiva, she is chanting. He is chanting.
Okay.
Anju Balke, he is chanting.
Okay.
Preeti Mataji has started. Neeraj Kumar.
Yeah, yeah. Nice. So many of them have started chanting. Okay. Thank you.
Thank
I
you.
think we'll end the class. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prajit. Thank you very
Srimad.
much. Yes, Prajit.
Yeah, that's all.
Thank you very much for attending the sessions. Hare Krishna.
श्रीमद् भगवद गीता की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय.